Hello, it's me. I'm back in the kitchen and I'm going to make some muffins. Yum. All right, what I'm going to make is I'm going to make some apple oatmeal muffins. Now, this recipe is a master muffin mix recipe. It comes from Martha Stewart, and it is on her YouTube channel called Everyday Food. And on this channel, she's got quite a few really good cooks. And I like the channel. It gives me a lot of good pointers and how-tos, and all of the food that they do is very simple, very easy. There's nothing complicated or certainly not gourmet about it. So this is a master muffin mix, and this muffin mix, you can adapt it to many other flavors and put quite a few things in there that and make it your own. So just to tell you, the master muffin mix contains a half a stick of butter, 3/4 cup of sugar, 1 3/4 cups of flour, 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, 3/4 teaspoons of salt, 2 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla, and 2/3 cup of whole milk. Okay, so this is what I'm doing with it today. You are actually supposed to cream the butter and the sugar together, but frankly, I hate that step. I just do. So I'm avoiding it. So I melted the butter, okay? And I'm going to add it to my wet ingredients. Now, so I've melted the butter, you got that. In the dry ingredients, I have put the sugar, the flour, the baking powder, and the salt, okay? In this bowl, I have combined 1 apple that I've diced, and I tossed it earlier with a little bit of sugar and some allspice. And I put in the 2 eggs in here. And I don't have any milk, but I do have almond milk, so I'm going for it. I'm using that. And in here is also the vanilla, okay? And I forgot to mention, in the dry ingredients, not only do I have the flour and the sugar, the baking powder, and the salt, I put 1/2 cup of oatmeal or oats in there. And I put a 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Okay, all right. So I'm going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my butter to my liquid mixture here. You know what? That's what cooking is all about. You make things your own. And frankly, this is going to be a whole lot easier to mix than creaming the butter and the sugar and the pudding and the flour. And I don't know. There's something about that just, ugh. It's like so much work. Oh, that's terrible of me, isn't it? All right, I'm going to pour this in here in my flour mixture, and I'll be right back. Show you what that looks like after it's incorporated. Easy, easy, easy. All right. All right. I added the wet ingredients, the apples, etc., to the dry ingredients and mixed it up. And I got out my handy dandy spatula because, you know, it does help in scraping the sides of the bowl. Okay, so it smells really good. It smells appley and cinnamon. And don't forget, I'm making apple oatmeal muffins with the master mix recipe from Martha Stewart's YouTube channel called Everyday Food. Okay, I will try to put a link to that, and you can check it out. I've been a subscriber to that for a long time, and it's a really good channel. Okay, so I got my handy dandy ice cream scoop here. I'm going to dip these up, and then I'm going to bake them in a 375-degree oven for about 20 minutes. Okay, at 20 minutes I will check them and see how they're doing. Now, you know how we test for that. We put a toothpick in the center of the muffin. If it comes out clean, it's done. Okay? All right. So when I get all done baking them up, I will come back and we're going to see what they look like. All righty? Okay. don't leave. All right, we'll be back. All right, I've got the muffin tins filled. They're ready to put in the oven. And just so you know, I've made the master muffin recipe several times. It's extremely good. But I have used other ingredients in it. I put raisins, nuts, other things. But this is the first time I've used the master muffin recipe with oatmeal and apples. So what I did was, just to reaffirm, I diced the apple fairly small. It's a fresh apple. I peeled it first. I diced it small, and then I tossed it in about a tablespoon of sugar and a teaspoon of allspice. And so that's what we've got here. Now, as you can see, I got a dozen muffins. And don't you love these little muffin tins? I got them for $1 each at the Dollar Tree, and I'm extremely happy with them. All right, these are going in the oven. I'm going to bake them for 20 minutes in the middle rack. And when we come back, I will show you what we got. Oh, this is pretty exciting. Oh, and just so you know, the Master Muffin Mix recipe freezes very well. Okay? All right, we'll be back. There you go. They're done. Oatmeal apple muffins using the Master Muffin Mix. Okay, they look delicious, and you can see I sprinkled a little bit of sugar on top of them while they were still warm because I like the way it looks. Okay, I hope you give this a try. This is a very inexpensive batch of muffins, and so give it a try. You don't really have anything to lose by doing it. It's really, really good. And as soon as they cool off enough, I am going to cut into one of these, and I'm going to take a look. I think I might have some of mine with butter on it. What do you think? Think that sounds good? I do. Alrighty. I hope you give this a try. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm telling you. Okay? Alright. I love you. And you just remember that little is much when God is in it. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.